Arjuna, and the world here. Why are we streaming today for 9 to 10 p.m.? We did a lot of working out this week at the park, at the beach, all over the world. I'm just kidding. That was a terrible intro. Long story short, we worked out a lot. We didn't go to the beach today because it was Mother's Day on Sunday. We went yesterday on Monday to Monday Calisthenics at Arcadia. We celebrated Freddie's birthday. But the whole point of us showing up in person is what we're going to talk about today. So we can't really compete the way that I want to online, right? Like, it's really hard for us to do push-ups, Nick, and we compete against each other. We could turn on our screen, right? We could try to compete, but it's really hard to feel the vibe when you're not like physically there. Like, Nick came to Arcadia Park for the first time. What did you think of that, Nick?
I guess it was kind of scary because we're using dice. And I didn't know I was gonna hide camera.
Yeah, we were playing Dungeons and Dice, right? And I don't. They're all in my car right now. Of course they are. But long story short, we were grabbing dice, right? D6s, D12s, and D20s, and we're rolling them for our reps, right? So why was I doing that? Well, I'm trying to make calisthenics and working out really fun. Like, that's really the goal here. So again, I'm doing this for myself. This calisthenics thing, it's for me. It's also to help, everyone that's showing up here to stay accountable, right? Because if we're all thinking about calisthenics every day, we're all like working on it every day, we're gonna get better, right? So I'm gonna go through all the clips that I've saved on Instagram. We did this one time before, but instead of just going through the clips, since you guys can literally see me, right? Like, I can see myself here. Hello. If you guys would like to join me, a lot of these are really good skills. Maybe not like dynamic calisthenics at home, right? But let's see. This one, for example, is teaching you push-ups, right? Push-ups, usually you point your fingers straight. Some people point them out, but you have very little pushing strength when you push your fingers out, right? You can do statics and you can do like planche holds and everything when you're facing out. But what this guy is saying is if you point them inwards, right? Especially when you're doing cartwheels, round-offs, back handsprings or anything, Nick, this is way better than this. You can't push very well like this, but you can push a lot more with that, is what he's saying. So see, his hands are facing this way inwards. If you really think about it, you can do your push-ups like that, and you'll be able to push harder and faster. So he's not saying this is the proper push-up, right? He's basically saying that you can like focus on your chest muscles rather than your triceps when you push like this, right? So did you guys just see what he just did right there? That last thing? It's kind of hard to show. Yeah, he went from push-up position to standing. Can you do that? Give it a try. So everyone here, right? If you're a part of this stream today, I want you to try everything that you see today, right? It's hard because I can't see myself. There we go. So let's see. If I were to do a push-up, let's see. Can you see me? You can kind of see me. Okay. Have some lighting down here. All right. So if we're in the push-up, right, and I'm facing my fingers forward, I can imagine going down and trying to like push and try to stand up. Why does it say offline for my lives? Oh, there we go. It fixed. Okay. So let me do this. Ready? Boom. Okay. So right here, right? I know on school you guys can see my whole OBS thing. Would you rather see like the actual thing? You can see me. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Wait, you guys can't see my webcam, huh? I can turn it on. Can you guys see me now? Like on the webcam? Oh, wait, so I'm sharing screen and I'm sharing my webcam on school?
I see just your webcam.
You only see my webcam, not my screen anymore.
No, school, I see your screen.
You see my screen, but do you see my face?
Not on school.
Oh, I guess I can't do both. Oh, maybe I can. Oh no, you can't do both. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. So I can't, like, so you guys can't see me? Only if you're on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right, I'll figure something out on that end. Kai? I'm gonna be there. So again, we're not facing our hands forward, right, to do the push-up. We're trying to face them inwards so we can literally launch ourselves up. So Nick, you want to try this with me? So I've never tried this before, right? But I'm gonna see if it's possible to like just launch up, like from a push-up. So I'm gonna go down and launch. I'm not sure. So you go down, launch. I'm so weak compared to.
Down low.
Okay, hold on. Down launch. Okay, I'm gonna leave this playing because I want you guys to like. I know it's at the very end of the video, right? But he's literally like launching himself up. Again, like cartwheels and round offs and back handsprings, they use this technique so that you turn your body, right? Number one, but also it's more pressure, more power, right? So we'll try one more time, right? Hoisting it inwards. All right, he's up. Oh, his butt's up actually. Oh, he's cheating. He pulled his butt up. Cheater. I'm just kidding. Down, butt up. That's so hard. All right, what happens if I turn off screen sharing? I guess if I'm like using. What happened?
Yeah.
You can see me now?
And then you can now see your screen and your webcam.
Wait, you can see my webcam?
On YouTube, webcam and your screen.
Well, you couldn't see my screen on YouTube this whole time?
Not the screen. I saw your webcam.
Oh, that's not good. Wait, so you guys can see on school, you guys can't see me at all, right?
Currently, no.
Okay. So on school you can't see me, so that sucks. And then on let me see. On here though, on YouTube you can see me, right? But then if I do full screen, then it's only me. You don't get to see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that actually kind of works. Let me try it like that. Okay, so again, that's the first one we're trying, right? This is my favorite guy, Andre. I don't know how to say Andre Strong. He talks about rotator cuff injuries, and I have the rotator cuff injury, shoulder problem. So definitely we'll be watching like rehabilitation and stuff like that too. These are dynamics calisthenics, so this is what I want to learn. Kai, are you stuck?
No. I think.
Wait, you guys can see the screen, right?
I think
Okay.
I'm stuck.
You guys cannot see the screen? Bro, what is going on?
I'm stuck.
Oh, because I'm full screen. I'm
Stuck.
Yes, Kai, you are stuck.
okay,
But
it's
hey,
It's
I know. All right, so you guys cannot see the screen. Now you can. Okay. Baby, that's making a lot of noise. Cool, now we can see it. Good. All right, perfecto.
Kind of like that.
So I'll go back, yeah. All right, so check that out. These are all the basic moves in calisthenics that I want to learn, right? So let's break them down. This is the one that I just recently learned, the 360, right? We can't do these at my house. There's no way we're doing without the free bars and all this padding and maybe even the beach. It's really hard to want to do these things, right? So let's break these down really quickly because I want to learn it. Ready? So he kicks really strong in the beginning, swings back, right? He's really high and he's going to swing forward. Look at how his legs swinging behind him, right? Hey guys, is there a lot of background noise?
I don't hear.
You don't hear any background noise? Okay, good. So as you can see, his leg's back here, right? This leg is what allows you to do 360s, like the hip swivel here. I know. So right here, you're swinging the leg and literally kicking it forward. He's going to do a 540 spin. Look, 1.5. I'm not sure what this is called, but you basically do swinging back over the bar with your hips and you pull to the side. But I want to learn that one also. This is called a shrimp flip. I know that one for sure. And he didn't even record it. And that's the 360. So Nick, do you know the difference between a 540 and a 360 on a bar?
I'm like, how to tell the difference?
Yeah, like what makes it a huge difference? A 540 and a 360.
Like how to make it spin more easy.
Well, yeah, you would think it's just because it's just more spin, but in actuality, he swings back here, and then so a 540. It's imagine you swung back and you tried to do 1.5 spins. What way would you end up if you swung backwards this way? It's okay. So imagine he did 360, he would grab the bar. If he did 540, he would be on the other direction, right? So it's really hard to catch backwards. So you wouldn't want to throw back and throw a 540 here. What you're gonna do is swing forward in front of the bar, right? So this is the next level from a 360 because you're doing a 360 from a front start. Or you're swinging forward, right? You're turning almost right away, right? So see, he's like already turned. He goes 360 and then regrabs. Like that's insane when you really dig that, like dig deep. He goes swing 540. And then this next one, right? He swings down and up over the bar, right? These are all the basics, right? In calisthenics, in dynamics, right? These are the things that you learn, so that you can basically connect them together. It's like flow, right? So long story short, this and like this, right? I want all of us to be able to do this together one day. Like choreography, I'm not even joking. Like choreography with calisthenics. There's actual people that do dancing calisthenics. Have you guys ever seen those guys?
No.
Oh, I don't know if I saved it though.
Oh, save here.
Oh, I don't think I saved it.
Save here.
You know, I sent it. Hold on, what's his name? I sent it recently. Give me 2 seconds. Don't read my messages. Gordon's insane, but check this out. So this is called, I don't even know what it's called. Calisthenic choreography, calisthenic dance. Kai, don't do that. You're gonna break it.
It's like walking on stairs.
Yeah, you're like walking on stairs, but because you have a lot of power, right? Like he's doing one arm pull, right? That's insane. The reason why he's able to walk and make it look like an illusion is because he understands these locking positions, right? He's so strong that he can hold each individual position even with a one arm hang, right?
Wow.
That's absolutely insane, don't you think?
Yeah, it's like moonwalking, like gravity, or I don't like that.
Yeah. And so I met this guy, Gordon, and he literally does the same things, right? He's so cool. He does it to music too. But long story short, I'm going to learn calisthenic dance with this guy at some point because he's super cool. But he literally like does like K-pop style dance. And he's so strong. Like he can do muscle ups easily. Right, he's pullover. But we can do like full on like dance choreographies and K-pop, you know, songs and everything. So yeah, he's pretty good, right? So like I think we can all start working on stuff like that, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to show you all my messages with everyone, but yeah, so this is dynamic calisthenics, right? Now this right here, right, this is bad form, as you can see. His hips aren't up. Andre, look. Andre's so good at teaching everything. Like I love this guy. So everyone on Instagram is high-level calisthenic athletes, okay? They are insane. There's a bunch of Steffens online, okay? They are the ones that make us feel like crud because they are the 1%. They just post often, so we feel like there's a lot of them. But again, look, his hips are really low, and this is what I wanted to talk about. This is actually what Luke was talking about, Nick, right? So you see, like, our arch needs to be where this green line is, but most of the time our hips are down here, right? So the idea is, hold on, my child's like rolling around in the background. The idea is there's 3 major points, right, that you have to understand when you're doing things like tuck planches, right? So do you know what those 3 are?
No.
It's okay. So this is planche training, right? So he's going to talk about the 3 pillars: holding, right? Being able to hold a static position. Kai, okay. My child is being bad. Okay. So holding, right? Holding this position, this is a full planche, right? Does anyone here want to learn a full planche one day?
Yeah.
Right? So
Heck yeah.
heck yeah, I want to see Evelyn do this. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Dude, if you're over like 180, 200 pounds, doing any kind of statics is nearly impossible. Like you just have to be like extremely ripped because there's so much you're leveraging here that you have to be shredded to do a planche. It's just, I don't see too many big people doing it, right? Like meaning like if they're super jacked, like we've met guys that are like 200, 250 pounds, even almost 300, like they're rugby players or football players. But if they tried these things, only like 0.01% of the biggest guys can do this stuff. Like that's how hard it is. So the next one is push, right? So you can hold the position. That's really cool. That's what everyone works on. This was what people don't work on, which is the push. And the last one is press, right? Being able to go upwards, right? And the press, I don't know if you remember it, Nick, but the press is what we were working on with L-sit, right? Coming up here to the tuck planche, right? But the press, the press is like when you understand how to lift your hips without like bending your arms, right? That's like the really big part of this, right? So I'll let this play again. But this is why most people can't get their planche or their tuck planche, is because their hips are dragging and they're only practicing. This guy is basically saying you're only practicing the hold, right? If you're just practicing the hold, you're not practicing the push and you're not practicing the press. And those two things are what allow you to do things like everything in calisthenics, if you really think about it, right? If you can pull like a lever, for example, if you can pull a lever, right? That's a full like back row, but also it's super hard. You know what I mean? Even if you do the tuck version. So check this out. You ready? We'll go one more time. Hold, push, right? Press, right? So you don't want to, you basically need to work on the press in order to get your hips up, is what he's saying, right? So check this out. These are the beginner versions of these moves. This is the tuck planche with the tippy toes. Okay, so I want everyone here right now to try this. If you're watching this with me right now, please just give it a try. You won't regret it. Hold on, I'm trying to see if anyone else is here. Okay, good. It's just us. Perfect. So, I messed it up. Okay. So look, if I do my tuck planche, right, I'm here, my hips are trying to come up. But the moment they drop, you fall to the floor, or even worse, you hit your face, right? So I can't do that, right? But the idea is like, if you guys practice, right? Sorry, it's hard to see. If you guys practice your tuck planche, right? Where you're right here, you lean forward, and you're on your tippy toes, right? Look, I'm on my tippy toes. You can be on the bottom of your tippy toes or the top. You can just lean forward, protract, and just hold right here. This is resistance. And you can lift one leg up or lift the other leg up. And eventually, you can get so protracted that you lift both up, right? So you're just trying to get your knees to your chest. So I want everyone to try that right now. Get your hands like this. Oh, damn it. Get your hands like this. You're going to point them out. Right, so this is up. This is handstands. Handstands. Point them up. Thumbs going upwards. And then you're going to place them like right under yourself. Here. Right, like you're in a squat. And you're just going to lean forward and try to push your back up as high as you can. Right? And just kind of lean a little bit. Just a little bit. Enough to like feel like, okay, where do I not want to go from here? Right? And if that feels too easy, right, then you can get on your tippy toes. Right here. You can start leaning. But again, you don't want to be like dipped in. You want to be protracted. Like sticking your back super out. You don't want to be down here. Like that. Right? So again, you can do this on your gaming chair. You can do this on parallettes. You can do this literally anywhere. You can do an L-sit or handstands. Right? You're here, L-sit. And then you can literally practice that. Right? And that's what he's practicing. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, what was that? Sorry.
I was saying, oh.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So these videos, right? Yeah, I'll just send it to you. Or how do I copy this? Oh, here we go. Share. Copy. So I can send this to you guys directly. So this guy, watch him. Andrew is super strong. He does a lot of content, as you can see, rotated like injury stuff and also how to get good. But this is what I want to be by the end of the year. This is who I want to be. So he's known for muscle up to handstand, and he has such a high level handstand push up that he basically can never fall. Like he just did a handstand clap, handstand push up clap. Look at that.
Oh.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
But that's how I want to be. I want to be able to do handstand push-ups easily, muscle up to handstand push-ups, and then whatever the hell that is, that's like a typewriter upside down. Like that's insane. That's insane, dude. Dude, imagine. Okay, anyways. And then Nick, what about this one? You've seen this move? This is called the feather muscle up, right? It's almost equivalent to muscle up. The feather pullover. If it loads. No. Yeah, this technique literally teaches you how to do a pullover without touching the bar on your stomach or your hips. You know the pullover where you pull your legs up?
Yeah.
Dang it, it's not gonna load, is it? Load! I just want to show them no. I can download it. Ooh, let's go. Alright. Oh, see, it works if I download it. Okay. So check this out. Yoink. So you can learn this on the low bar. That's super loud, sorry. So you sorry. So Evelyn, Candice, Freddie, you guys were all doing this yesterday. You guys were literally practicing your rows right here, right? You guys were rowing, right? The row is good because once you learn how to row, you can get into the tuck planche position with the bent arms, and you can literally pull your feet up and your hips up and over, and you'll literally go on top. Can you guys see this? I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys saw what he did? He did a pullover, right? But there's a special way he's doing the pullover. Look at his hands, Nick.
Okay.
It's so hard to see. Well, watch his hands. I want everyone to watch his hands. Okay, ready? Yoink. So he's actually in a false grip. Like you can't really tell, but like right there, he's in an upside down false grip.
Okay.
So he's not only like hanging on the bar, he's hanging on his forearm almost, his wrists, like this. He's not like this. He's like this on the other side. So when you do your pullover, which is like pulling your legs up, you can literally pull from under like this as you're swinging. And what that allows you basically to do this basic pullover. See, he hit his hips on there. To eventually hitting your abs. And then eventually you'll swing so hard that you just miss it entirely. Right? So this move teaches you mini giants, right? Mini giants are when you go around the bar with very bent arms, right? That's a mini giant. But a real giant is when you're straight arms and you completely swing them around the bar. You've seen the guys at the Rise do that.
Yeah, that's scary.
It looks scary, but usually people are not grabbing this bar without straps. So they have something literally grabbing the bar for them. They're not grabbing that by themselves. The average person cannot do bar giants by themselves. It's almost impossible to do it by yourself if you don't have like a lot of strength in your grip. Because if you let go mid-swing of any of these swings, you will go flying in one of the directions or up. And that's dead. That's very deadly. Like so many people have flown in directions and like landed in a backflip position, right? Straight on their head. So we're trying to avoid that at all costs, right? So again, our goals are this, right? Full plunge. But look at what he can do with his body. He just did a full wave. Right? So he played, like that guy literally just played around. This is the front, right? He's nice and protracted. His back's nice and thick up here. If he was down, he wouldn't be able to hold this position. His hips are nice and squeezed right here, but look what he does, right? He starts to engage around here. He pulls it up to a pike. Now he's in a pike, drops his legs down, right? So now he's in a pike press. He can press his legs up if he wanted to. See, now it's pressing up. See, this is called a press because he's straight arms and he's not bending, right? The moment you do straight arms and then you pull your legs up without bending, it's a press, right? I can't do it, but actually I can do it. It's just not on this thing, right? So if I go like, can you guys see me? There we go. So if you go like else it, and then I go like straight. Oh my God, that's impossible. Hold on. So I'm here. So instead of doing bent arms like this, you can go straight and then you go press. I can't do that right now. That's crazy. But you guys see this guy's insanely strong. So he presses up, pulls the legs up. Normally the press is like this, is straight, but then watch what he does. He loosens his body to drop down, but he's still super strong right here on his scapula and everything here. He's just loosened the bottom to drop, and now he's leaning forward to counterbalance to a tuck planche, right? He's in a tuck planche, see? And then he comes back to his neck, like hips up. Like that's crazy because you think about the level of control we have with our bodies. We're all able to do this. Not like right now, but obviously like 14,000 likes, right? Even the guys that I look up to at the beach look up to this guy, right? Let's see how big he is. 61,000, right? And he does everything. You can just imagine like all of this stuff right here. Like, what is that? Is that a pelican? What is that? Like no, it's a Maltese. So this guy's super shredded, ripped, whatever. But again, I don't want to look like him, right? Like, but he's huge, he's good, he's strong. I just want to see this. There we go. Wow. So that's Stefan's thing. That's the iron cross, but straight. Look, that doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense, guys. That's insane. So again, like Instagram really like messes with our minds, right? Like if you've done anything in general and you've gone on the internet, you're just gonna hate your life, like in general. Like, oh dude, I love this guy. This guy's so funny.
The guy from the other day commented a chat, put a chat in your YouTube.
There's a chat. Wait, what? There's a chat?
Ankit, I think he was there 2 days ago, right?
Oh, Ankit, yeah.
It says, "Hi bro, what's your live schedule?"
When did he say that? Right now?
I think recently.
Oh, Ankit, bro, you're here. I'm so sorry. Oh man. Yeah, I think you're gone by now, but long story short, we're here every single night from 9 to 10 p.m. Yesterday was Freddie's birthday, so all of us were physically together. We went to go eat after our calisthenics workout. So that's why, Ankit, I'm sorry. We usually are here every single night. It's the one day we didn't do our live because we were at the place together. We were eating together for Freddie's birthday. I couldn't go live on YouTube. It was really hard. This guy? Oh. Yeah, I feel really bad because like whenever I go live, I have to ignore my child and my friends and family. Okay, so you guys gotta remember, that this uses my time, right? Because I want to do this for myself, but I'm also here for you to hold yourself accountable, right? Whatever it is, like if you show up today, that means you did something calisthenics or something workout, right, guys? Nervous? Again, like you guys know if you've done the work today or not, right? So it's my job to be like, okay, it's 9-10 p.m. Did you guys do your workout? And if not, we can do some fun stuff together, right? That's kind of the goal. So again, if you want to do a workout right now, you can, right? Me and everyone else, we've been doing it every single day for the past 44 days. Even yesterday we did it, even though it wasn't live, right? But we're here every single night, 9 to 10 p.m. I'm doing this exclusively for this month because like I did it last month. It was great, but no one showed up. So now I'm going to try it on YouTube and Twitch. Obviously on Twitch, no one's going to watch, right? Because I'm not gaming, right? This is kind of like, duh. But I'm going to stream on Instagram and TikTok at the same time very soon. But YouTube is my place, right? YouTube is where I'm going to like be here all the time. And basically one day you'll see this guy playing games. He's all trying to like be sneaky.
I'm trying to get my tablet.
Oh, okay, sure. But yeah, very soon I'm gonna involve Kai, right? Because Kai is my son. We're gonna do Kai gaming. We're gonna go live every single night, just like this. Maybe like once or twice a week to do Kai gaming, and we're gonna do fitness gaming with Kai gaming, right? We're gonna work out while we're doing gaming. And if you guys want for calisthenics, every single time, like we can watch a movie together. We can have a movie night, and every time like Forrest Gump says, or someone says, "Run, Forrest," like we have to do like 10 push-ups or something, So we can have like fun things, right? So have you guys seen this guy, Chris?
Oh, he replied back.
Oh, Ankit's here. Let's go. What's up, Ankit? I got a question. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this guy's funny. So I got a question. What's exactly we need to do in order to unlock 90-degree hold. I have been doing pseudo planche push-ups for a while, but still feel no way near a 90-degree hold. Of course, right? The problem, as we said earlier, there's 3 versions, right, of static calisthenics, right? There's the hold, right? That's what everyone trains. So you can hold this all day. You can literally like hold, right? Cool, nice. You can hold this, right? You can hold a handstand. But what is it called when you go from L to this? L to this. Those are transitional movements between one skill and another. So imagine if you went from tuck planche, right? Tuck planche here to handstand, right? Those are gonna work on different muscle groups, and it's gonna strain you in different ways compared to L sit to tuck planche, right? L sit to tuck planche versus tuck planche to handstand, way different. Just like tuck planche to a 90-degree, handstand, like a pike press, right? Again, I like pike presses because you guys have all seen the power of the pike, right? If you guys go down in a pike push up, right? You go down. If you lean forward enough, your legs start to come up, and you can press, right? Like that's the idea of the pike. The reason you do pike push-ups is so that you can start rounding out your back, right? Nice and protracted. Well, I look super hunched like that. Nice and protracted, and then decompress. Like literally drop your shoulders down, right? So what Ankit's asking is like the push-ups here, right in front of you. The pseudo push-ups are here, next to your hips, right? So this is regular push-up. This is pseudo push-up, right here, right? And then you want to still protract. The way you do real good pseudo push-ups is by getting a planche lean, right? You go nice planche lean, right? And then you do pseudo push-up. Boom! And you can go all the way down to the floor and back up. Oh, I'm so tired from yesterday. Oh, oh my God. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, we did a full body workout yesterday. But to answer your question, Ankit, the 90-degree hold, when you're in that position, right? How do you go from there? Well, you said unlock 90-degree hold. So you got that. Pseudo okay. So you're trying to go from where? The 90-degree hold up to handstand? 90-degree hold to tuck planche? I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to go for. Let's see. Exactly. We need to do. Oh, you're just saying that that's what we need to do to unlock the 90-degree hold. Okay, I see. Whew. Yeah, the 90-degree hold is super cool because all you're really doing is you're focusing, right? It's like a terrible spot. All you're really focusing on is leaning forward and getting your arms on the side of you. And then you can literally like float. Oh God, that's like, this is the worst spot for it. But yeah, you're basically holding yourself, right? If I put my knees down, like right here, right? Breakdancers like to put it in here, right? They put it into their abs and they can literally like stab, right? Like I'm really stabbing. I'm even on one arm, look. This is the stab, right? Breakdancing stab, that's a cheat, right? It's cheaty, it's in here. But the 90-degree is over here. Boom, right? So basically we're gonna learn all these skills. Well, we kind of have to, right? Because like one day we all want to be like this guy, right? Just casual, oh, he's doing push-ups. And he just starts floating with pseudo push-ups without the feet. Because like Ankit, think about it. Your 90-degree hold and your pseudo push-ups are literally a planche, but you just don't have the stability for it. You don't have the strength in the wrist probably. Your scapula is probably not all the way up, right, as you're going past. And again, you're probably more advanced than I am when it comes to these calisthenic skills, because a lot of the things that I know is like basic calisthenics going into intermediate. Everyone that is training me is an intermediate or advanced, probably more advanced, because they can all do planches, all do front levers, pretty much do everything, right? So my goal isn't like to be better than them or even better than you guys. My goal is to show up, feel good, get better every rep. And if you're here, you're going to do the same every single day for the next year, right? Obviously, I want to do this every single day. That's my goal. And I've achieved 45 days. Anyone can do daily stuff, right? So for me, I'm gonna be here to like level all of us up, and very soon, Ankit, we're gonna be doing competitions, right? So like who can hold the longest 90-degree hold, right? Or handstand? Who can do the most amount of reps or sets or endurance run? Who can do it the quickest? Who can do the heaviest weight, right? Who has the nicest skills, right? We can have judges for that. Again, I want to be like this guy. I'm sorry, I kept playing him, but I'm sure you guys have seen Chris Heria, right? This guy is known for like pretty much doing everything. But yeah, I'm not gonna try those the last thing, which was the finger plunges, but this one we can try, right? Handstand push-ups is what me and Nick have been working on. As you guys can see, everyone should be trying what he just did. God damn it, he's too fast.
Let me see your webcam.
No, you can't. No way. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's perfect because I wasn't even showing him correctly. All right, so these are handstand push-ups. This is Chris Heria. So sorry. Like I'm gonna get. I don't have two screens, so I can't tell when I'm showing. I used to have two screens, but having a child changed that. So check this out. He just showed that if you were to try to handstand, right? Most people are trying to do this with their handstand. I want to do the other one where you fall over. Oh, I don't even want to do it. I have an upstairs neighbor. But you get the idea. Most people, when they do handstands, they look like that. So what he's going to teach you right now is called the Pike hold, right? Being able to get yourself in the Pike position is probably the most important thing ever if you're trying to start out calisthenics. Again, if you're already good at it, right, you already know this, but you can always do more Pike push-ups to get a better flow. You can always do more Pike push-ups to work on your press. You can always do more Pike push-ups slower to really focus on your 90-degree hold, right? Because again, you can do 90-degree, right? You can hold this position all day, and then once you feel like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go down, I can go float, and then 90-degree, right? Here, boom. Right? So you can go float, right? Coming down, hands out, 90-degree, right? So stuff like that, Ankit, you can really work on to get the transition between the two moves. Again, doing the negative of anything is always going to help the positive, right? So if you guys do the negative, right, which is this, you hold the Pike hold, and you see how he leaned forward, his head's in front of his feet, his hands, his feet are nice and tall, you know, tiptoed, and his butt's super high. And he's basically saying, once you're comfortable there, then you elevate it. Everyone's been seeing me the past month or a month and a half telling you, put your hands down and practice this. Right? Pike hold, right? Because if you do this, if you lift one leg up, you start to float and you counterbalance, right? There's like Legos on the floor, of course there is. So this is Pike, right? Pike hold. And then see he goes higher, right? Level 2 is the Pike press. Boom, right? This is really important because look at where his hands are. Boom. His forearm stays exactly the same, right? Right? The forearm stays exactly the same, in the same place. It doesn't move anywhere. And the elbow stays straight over the wrist. So check that out. He did lower on the floor to make it easy. Then he did higher, right? So Nick, if you want to get your handstand or your handstand push-ups, just do these. Literally hold these and then just practice like Pike push-ups. Not like from there. That's way harder. And then this one, these are the scoots, man. These are hard. Pike walks. Evelyn, Candice, Freddie, these are things you can practice to really understand how to lift your hips up, right? So obviously you need push-ups. So this is what everyone tries off the bat. If you don't have the strength to walk up the wall with your feet, then you need to work on Pike push-ups, right? But as you saw, like Nick, we were doing that one facing away from the wall, right? I highly believe like facing like the walls this way, facing this way, and walking up the wall is way better for Pike push-ups and handstand push-ups, right? So, anyways, yeah, this guy's really cool, right? Chris Heria. I really want you guys to do this stuff too, right? So, start working on that. But check this out. Oh, sorry, what was that?
Ankit replied, will you give a response?
Oh, Ankit replied? Let's go. Actually, there are some progressions like straddle 90-degree hold. Yep. Half lay 90 hold. Yep. Are these workouts for full 90-degree hold? Because each of these requires same strength level as original skill. So you just named a bunch of things, right? Straddle, right? What straddle 90-degree hold, right? Do you guys know what a straddle is? So straddle in general is like when you open your legs, right? Straddle on this is when you like do your tuck plunge and then your legs come out. They're not straight, right? They're literally, they're like this, right? Sorry, I just flashed the hell out of you guys. But you get the idea. You open your legs, that's straddle, right? So what he's saying is the straddle 90-degree hold, right? That's a really good progression. Because then you're not doing a full flat out hold, right? Because again, the 90-degree hold, oh gosh, I keep moving this is my like on the go parallel, my gaming chair. All right, so again, legs out is like this, right? Legs out. But the moment you think of like, let's see, I'm 90-degree hold and like legs are out, right? Out, you can go in, right? The moment they go in together, right? That's when there's so much leverage on the body that you just can't handle it, right? Like your body just isn't like used to it. So there's a lot of force and then your legs just drop, right? So our goal with like things like the half lay 90, like you said, the half lay is when your legs are up, right? I'm pretty sure that's the half lay, right? Basically there's a bunch of progressions in between the full hold and then the full press, right? From like 90-degree up to a handstand, for example. So again, I'm not a professional in calisthenics, right? I will just straight up say that. I've done it for 2 years. I'm learning it from all the professionals at the beach. I'm learning it from all the people in our Better Every Rep school group. And again, Stefan, Drew, Luke, all these guys have taught me so much about planche, front lever, and all the different skills to get there. So don't worry, we're gonna have them coming in. I've been putting it off. But again, this is what we're going for. L sit. Bro, do that again. Come on. Okay, check it out. Sitting down, push, L sit, tuck, right? Transition to tuck plunge, right? This is what we're working on. But look, he's bent. What does it mean when we're bent again, guys? Is it a press or a push? Yeah, it's a push, right? The moment his arms are straight, then it's a press. But look, he's in this 90-degree position. The moment these shoulders dip where his head is, he will fall over and get destroyed, right? So what he's doing here is he's really engaging his scap and his lats right here, right? If he doesn't engage that and if he doesn't squeeze in, he will fall over. And this lady's like, what the hell? So again, he was in the tuck plunge and then he got into a handstand, right? And now he's doing handstand push-ups, right? But you see the angle, his head's in front, his legs are behind. And that's really how you're focusing on your handstand push-ups. You're like this. You're never straight up and down for a handstand push-up. You're like this, dipping, right? You're engaging. So why is that so important? Well, guess what the angle that is, guys? It's the pike push-up, right? He's literally doing the pike push-up with his legs up. If you want to think of it like that, look, this chick is having a good old time. So long story short, right? Long story short, the reason why that looks so impressive is because once you learn how to go from a protracted once you go from like a protracted, L sit to a protracted, what is this called? Hold to a handstand. Ah! Oh my God, I'm so scared. If you go into the handstand right from here, you basically get like, in a sense, you basically feel superhuman because you're going from the hardest position, which is sitting, to literally handstanding, right? And I'm trying to like really emphasize the fact that you can do this stuff on your gaming chair, okay? This is amazing. You can also do this stuff on parallettes, which are in my other room, right? Short parallettes, tall parallettes, super tall parallettes. So that is our goal this year. This is also my goal. You ready? I think Nick's seen this one. Have you guys seen this one?
Not all of the above.
Oh my God, crazy guy. Okay. So this is called, do you guys know what that's called? It's called it's a flyaway, yeah. The backflip version. It's called a lâché if you don't do a flip. If you actually, this is a great example of why dynamic calisthenics is so dangerous. You guys ready? Yoink. He grabs it and let's go. Right? So look, he's going, he grabs the bar, he's perfectly fine, but his hands slip. And guess what happens when your hand slips when you're swinging forward, guys?
Oh,
Well, usually you fall in the direction you're going. So his hands slip, his head's going to come down, and his legs were swinging up. Guess where he goes? To his head. Right? So think about it. A flyaway is when you're swinging your legs in front, you're letting go of the bar as you're swinging, your legs come up, your head comes under, and you flip. Right? So what this guy is really doing, he's swinging super hard, he's letting his legs come up, he's looking back, he does a backflip, and that clear is not normal. That is like the longest clear I've ever seen. But check that out. Like, it's super safe. And yeah, that's a giant. That's a full giant. Do you guys see the full giant?
yeah.
Yeah. So again, these moves I can't try at home. This one I can try at home. I just showed you, right? The goal is like for example, this is a guy, right? I found him because he commented on my thing, because I found this person right here, Moody, right? She's an actual pole dancer, right? So a lot of the, like, she's the one I told you that you can find professional pole dancers, like 20 what's it called? 20 of these poles are all together in one room, right? Again, yeah, this guy's super, you know, kind of sus, right? Again, like, guys wearing what girls would normally wear, you can just see like how weird it is to be like half naked all the time, right? Again, if he just didn't have this red part on the top, he would just be Stefan, right? But yeah, like, guys, when we're looking at like calisthenics, we're always focused so much on these straight bars, right? The horizontal bars of pull-ups, horizontal bars of dips, horizontal bars of all that. I'm so sorry if you guys are like, you know, like against the, you know, the culture of gay and the culture of all these things, but honestly, that is stupidly impressive. If you have shit to talk, you know, sorry, excuse my language. This is insane. Again, you can see the girl version, right? This is Moody. She's insane too, but she's like an actual, like, have you guys ever seen this pull? This pull right here, yeah, it's an air pull, right? It literally spins with you in the air. Super insane. So we're actually gonna learn from her. This is she's super nice. And long story short, this location is in Pasadena, right? So okay, oh, Arjuna, like, why'd you show us pole dancing? Well, pole dancing is just vertical calisthenics, okay? If you can do a human flag, for example, that's pole dancing. It ain't no calisthenics at that point. But pole dancing is calisthenics. That's what I'm trying to get at, right? So, sorry, it's just there's a lot of noise in the back. So yeah, you guys get the idea, right? Like, guys and girls. Again, I don't have many girls saved on here. Like, there's probably like maybe like 1 or 2 girls I've saved on here. Oh yeah, this girl. She's super good too, right? I don't save too many girls for calisthenics because there just isn't a lot of girls doing calisthenics, right? But when girls do calisthenics, right, they tend to have a very strong looking body, right? And you can look up, oh man, I didn't save her. She's not here. Basically the people at the Santa Monica, there's two people there that are extremely strong women wise. And long story short, like, we need more women doing calisthenics, right? Because calisthenics for women is gymnastics. You think of, like, not the flip side, right? Handstands, pike presses, anything you can think of in calisthenics for the guys, they are all doing basic calisthenics, right? If I look up Vic, right? Let's look up Vic. We all know Vic, Victorian, right? Vic has been just going ham, all right? He's going ham on content, and he's so good because he's training every day, right? One day we'll get Vic here. Now, why do I bring up Vic, right? Well, this guy, right, has been practicing things like the 90-degree hold, press to handstand. Look, that's the straddle 90-degree that Ankit was talking about, right? And look, he literally does the same things that we're talking about, right? Handstands, right? Alternating legs. Vic, why didn't I like this one? I'm so sorry. Shoulder taps, right? So all these, like, things that you would never think about, these guys are doing. Right? Did you guys see that? That's a really hard version of pike press. It's like the beginner version of it, right? You're pressing from this position, right? And he went lower and lower each time. That's so impressive. Again, do you guys know what a press is from, like, a pike press? Have you guys seen it? I showed you mine on the chair, but like a real pike press, right? So if you think about like a handstand, right? The average person has to jump to get into a handstand, right? They have to jump and get up. But if you come down nice and slowly, you can literally lean forward and lift your legs up. Oh God, sorry. You can literally lean forward, right? My wrists do not like this motion. And then lift your legs up. If I can do that, right there. Oh, let's go. I haven't been able to press in a long time. Right? So how much jumping did you guys see there?
Not very much.
Almost none. Actually, none at all. What I did is I leaned forward and then my hips went up high enough and then my feet floated. Right. So again, sorry, you couldn't really see that. I should have shown it here. But again, the pike push-up, guys, it is no joke. Master the pike push-up and you can do handstand push-ups. You can do tuck planches and maybe even planches. You do pseudo push-ups and 90-degree holds. It's insane. What's your take on human flag? Have you tried it? Yeah, I've done human flag. I can only hold my legs up. And then when I drop it out, I can hold for like maybe 2 seconds. Everyone else can hold human flag like it's just walking, right? The reason I don't have a human flag is because I just don't train it. Like, to be honest, I have literally, there's a school, my school down here, and there's a bunch of bars that go all the way across, like a fence. I can practice it on there. I just don't train it, right? So it's my bad. It's never really been my goal to learn human flag, but I need to learn it because that skill is literally how you avoid injury from falling. Imagine you're on a bar, right? You're hanging from a bar and you start swinging with one arm. You need to be able to catch yourself in any direction while you're falling from the bar. So let's say you're in a handstand, you fall over, right, from the bar over. You should be able to like fall away, but let's say you fall towards the bar. You should always be able to keep your head and your body away from hitting the bar, you know? So human flag is one of those movements where you're literally holding yourself. Man, I wish I had something to do a human flag in here for. You're literally like pulling and pushing at the same time. There's no way I can do this on this chair. I'm gonna die. But you get the idea. You like kick it up and then you face upwards and you're basically like pushing away from here, right? Pulling and you're like this facing up. And because you're facing up instead of sideways, you can literally just let your body drag and fall over. And eventually you'll get strong enough to turn a little bit, right? So we'll do things like human flags and stuff. We do them at the beach and sometimes at Arcadia Park. But those are only once a week, right? So how are you going to get good at something if you only do it once a week, right? So long story short, thanks for being so like involved, Ankit, because to be honest, like the reason I'm doing these lives is because most people on the internet don't even know how amazing they can be if they were just consistent. And I say like internet, right? Because when you're on the internet, you guys are all comparing yourselves, right? But imagine if instead of comparing yourself every day, you just did the work every day, right? I've done this all my life. I've compared, I've watched people, I have millions of videos saved of other people because I want to do what they're doing. I want to get better, right? And actually I learned a lot of their skills because I just saved their stuff. They basically gave me free game, right? I think it's based on your level. It's just a matter of time to unlock human flag. No, yeah. Everyone can, like, when you practice human flag, you will get it for sure. Because the training behind it is just holding it. It's static. It's not even a dynamic move. You just jump up, hold. Sorry, it's all sweaty. You jump up, hold, and then literally if you can figure out which muscles are being engaged and which you're pushing and pulling, it's over. Like, same with muscle up. You understand muscle up, it's just a skill, right? But you do need a base level of muscle to do a muscle up or human flag or handstand push-up especially, tuck planche, right? Again, I'm not super strong, right? I'm actually super skinny compared to most people, right? But because I'm light, it's super easy to do a lot of these calisthenic moves. The average person is about, 140, 150 plus, right? So if you're more than 150, calisthenics becomes very hard, right? Just duh. So just know there's a reason why Stefan and all the guys are trying to shred at all times. It's because the lighter you are, the easier calisthenics gets. So yeah, Vic was super awesome. I wanted to show, what is this? There's like so many things. So this is like two things, right? Muscle up, right? We don't have machines like this at the gym. Have you guys seen this?
On your webcam.
God damn it. Lovingly, god damn it. I shouldn't say that. That's a terrible thing to say. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, check. There we go. So check this out. This machine is a muscle up machine.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
look.
Oh.
Because like, what is a muscle up? It's
Yeah,
a
I guess it.
it's a pull up, right? It's getting behind the bar, and then it's a chest dip, right? So if you think about it, you do high pull up, you get high up here, chest dip, up, right? If you really focus on what a muscle up is. So this will train the muscles you need to do the muscle up, if you really think about it. But you know what else will train your muscle up? Just doing muscle ups. Just doing pull ups, doing the negatives. So check this out, check this out. What's he doing here, guys?
Hands.
Okay, but with fingers. So, do you know why he's doing these finger things?
No.
Okay, I'll let him explain
Let's
it.
with your whole hand. Only feel the contact with your middle and ring finger.
Oh, dang it.
Because when the balance shifts and you feel the weight moving into your index finger, that's your cue to push. You're falling forward. When you feel it moving into your pinky, bend your elbow slightly because you're falling back. This works perfectly against the wall too. If you can't find the balance and get away from the wall, that's because the weight is in your pinky and ring finger. Your fingers tell you everything, you just haven't been listening. Follow if you want the fastest way to unlock skills.
Ooh, your fingers have been telling you everything. You're just not listening. Woo, that's fire. Who are you? Oh my gosh. Hold up. Hold up. It's so hot in here because my TV is on. That's what's going on. One sec, guys. One sec. Okay, sorry. My parallels are in the car. Man. I really wanted to show you guys. I guess I could show it on here. It's fine. So, what he's basically talking about, right? I'm going to let it play.
Nobody talks about this.
It's kind of fun. Nobody talks about it. We're talking about it. So look, most people like fall back down, right? So what he's trying to say for the first part is that when you're falling over, right? When you're falling that direction, right? When I'm doing a handstand, right? And I start falling that way, my fingers in the front are literally pushing. I'm literally pushing down to avoid falling. The same way I'm pushing down to avoid falling there, right? So I go up, right? I do my handstand, right? I come up and I go push, right? Come on, push. I'm so scared. Push. So, and then if I fall over, right, I can go to the side, right, like a cartwheel, or I can bend my arms, right? Did you guys notice that pull up? Sorry, that pull up, that push up, the handstand I did. That handstand that I did, right, was bent. It was still, it looked kind of straight, but it was like kind of bent, right? So I don't like doing handstands on the parallel. I mean, on these, because it's just, if you fall over, you're done. But you can still practice L-sit to tuck punch. It's pretty good. But the idea is like, the reason why people are scared of handstands is because they're gonna fall over that way, right? And it's usually because their arms are completely straight, right? When they're completely straight, you're gonna go over your head, right? Nick's like, bruh. Well, I don't think we need these fancy machines to learn muscle up. It's just, yeah. Ankit, you're right, right? If you rely on machines to learn a skill, you're probably not gonna learn the skill. What I was saying is the muscle up is still muscle. So the stuff you do in the gym can still translate heavily to calisthenics and vice versa. The stuff you do in calisthenics can heavily influence the gym. Yes, one is meant for weight, and yes, one's meant for body weight, right? Calisthenics, body weight, resistance training is in the gym. But if you get stronger in the gym, I can almost guarantee you will get stronger in calisthenics. Just because you do need a lot of volume and muscle mass to be able to do a lot of the skills, especially planches, right? You don't need a lot of muscle to do like front levers per se, but you do need enough. But planches and all these things, there's like so much strain going on in like your biceps and all these things. You gotta like train the hell out of it. Front lever, you need a lot. Back lever, you need a lot. Handstand push-ups. But at the end of the day, Ankit, I'm telling you, you're probably stronger than the average person if you're already thinking about muscle ups and all these things, right? Because the people here, right, Nick can do a muscle up, but Evelyn, Candace, and Freddie cannot do a muscle up, right? Pull-ups are even hard for the average person. Ankit, can you do, like, okay, let me ask you this. Can you do pull-ups, push-ups, dips, like a good number of those? Can you do handstand push-up? Can you do muscle ups? Can you do the 90-degree hold? That's my question to you. And then for Evelyn, Candace, and Freddie, I know you guys are, you know, hiding in the background. We're gonna be basically like leveling up our handstands by learning how to get stronger, right? Because actually we're learning all the skills, but you need to work on pike push-ups. That is like L-sit, pike push-ups, tuck planches. Those are gonna just make everything easier, right? So I think that's enough for showing. It's already 10. But this last video, okay, this is so important for parallettes, right? Because everyone thinks they have to grip the entire thing. So to finish up what I was saying, right? These fingers, right? The moment you start falling over, you feel like you're gonna fall over. I know. I just realized. Thank you. I'm so bad. I'll get it. Don't worry. For these fingers, right? Yellow, red, right? So you want to focus, right, when you're falling over to push into this finger, right? So I'm going forward, I'm going over, and I'm pushing in that frontal area. It's not the finger, it's just that whole frontal area of the hand. You're kind of like doing this, right? So as I'm going up, right, I'm doing this. Like I'm stopping myself from falling forward. The moment I start falling back, you start to lean on this back finger and you'll fall down. Do you guys know how to stop yourself from falling down from a push-up? I mean, handstand, sorry.
On like the pirouette.
Yeah, like if you're on a parallette and you're like up here, how do you come down slowly? How do you come back to here?
I don't know.
Well, I'll challenge you guys one day, try to do a handstand on the wall and try to see, okay, if I were to do a handstand push-up, like I just go down, you know, if I were to try to go into a tuck planche, for example, I'm in the handstand, for example, and I try to come down, right? This is a good example. Here, you ready? I'll just show y'all. Let's check it out. Ready? So if I'm in a handstand, there's too many things in here. So let's say I'm in a handstand. All right. Legs up. So the moment my legs start falling over that way, I'm pushing into my fingers, right? But the moment my legs come this way, how do you stop it from hitting the floor hard, right? So to do it, you have to squeeze your elbows in and engage all of this, everything here. Meaning you got to bend your arms and squeeze. This is what they say. They literally say pull it in close to your lats so that when you're in your handstand, the moment you feel like your legs are falling down the other way, you just bend your arms and you lean. You just like a fall over and bend. So I'm here, I bend, and I fall over. And if you think about it, if you bend enough, right? If you fall over enough while you're in this position, you can actually do handstand push-ups because you're at this angle. Sorry, can't see. You're at that nice little angle that you can go like this already, right? So just think, you want to practice getting into a handstand, bent arms. This is your, in a sense, can be your tuck planche, in a sense, right? That's all I'm trying to get at. So for everyone here, from now on, our goal is literally just to get better every single day. So for Ankit, for example, he says, I can do muscle up, tuck planche, handstand, L-sit, but not a 90-degree hold. I don't know about numbers in push-ups, dips, and pull-ups. Currently working on my pike lifts. Float, good. Bent arm, handstand, good. When I try crow pose and handstand transition, I can't lift my legs up. Okay, let's talk about that, right? Before we go to sleep. So crow pose, I'll do it here. I like crow pose. So if you guys didn't know, if you want it, you can go on the outside of your legs, right, like this. Look, I'm on my gaming chair, right? I'm on the outside of my elbows, right? This is called frog pose, right? You can float, that's cute. But then if you want to go nice and high, you can go behind into your triceps and into your, almost like your elbow, more into your triceps, and then you can lean forward like this, and you can literally float, oh God, you can literally float like this, right? Now, what Ankit was talking about was transitioning from here to the handstand, right? Yeah. So Ankit, you want to know why it's so hard to go from the crow pose to a handstand? I'll answer it for you. Can you do a headstand? That's my question for you. So when you're doing a crow pose, I'll let you answer. When you're doing a crow pose, you're up here and you're trying to get from here up to a handstand, right? But look, that's almost impossible. You're here, you're trying to press and lift your hips at the same time. It's very hard. So you want to know what you need? You need literally a headstand. Practice the headstand so you can get used to going from the crow pose, right, to the headstand. And then push up to a handstand, right? So I'll just show you. Crow pose, right? And it's most like, I'll tell you the reason why you can't do it in a second. It's actually where you're putting your arms. But check this out. Your crow pose, you get down to the head, legs come up. Now my hips are above my head, right? And then I can bend my knees in, launch them up. Or I can drop them down, launch them up. And I'm gonna go drop, launch. You drop them down, push up, push. You can do this off of a bed, right? Feet here, head on the floor, hands here. And you can go knees in, launch. Knees in, launch. Right? There's a bed. Knees in, right? Launch. So really focus on that in the very beginning. Once you can do the headstand, that's again getting your hips over your head, then you just got to practice staying protracted, right? Like a ball. So I can almost guarantee you, Ankit, when you're doing your crow pose, when you're doing your crow pose, would you say that you're trying your best to protract? Like sticking your back out as high as you can? I'm assuming that's kind of your goal, I hope. Whew. Spicy in here. Okay. I'm like literally sweating like a madman. Oh my god. Ah! Ew. Look at that sweat. Oh gosh. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Ankit's typing or something. Sorry, I'm making you. I'm making Ankit work more than all of us here. Whew. All right. So tuck planche, crow pose. Tuck planche is harder than crow pose. Okay. Tuck planche. Sorry, crow pose. You're here. You're putting it on your tricep, not your elbow. On your tricep, you're leaning forward. Can you guys see that? Do you guys see it? That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, again, that's here. Now, Ankit, I want you to try putting it here, like all the way to your armpits. Right? So imagine you're leaning forward, and you get your knees really high, then you can bend. See, now I'm nice and high, right? I'm like almost super high. And this, when I pull my head down, right, this isn't my armpits, okay? This is literally right here. Like not down here, up here, right? You get that high, imagine. You're already bent, you're super high, and if you put your head down and you do the kick, right? Your hips are already a little higher than usual. So just keep that in mind, right? Crow pose is not the best way to go to a press or a press handstand, but it is one way, right? I would just practice pike push-up floats, and then do negative pike push-ups. Like go handstand, do the pike, do your pike push-ups on the wall, walk down the wall, right? Literally do your handstand, right? Up the wall, right? You're gonna do, because you already got this, right? You're gonna go push up, right? You walk down, and then you're gonna try to walk down the wall and come back here, right? Protract as much as you can, come back up, and really practice on that. Right, you're here, going down, right? And then the moment you feel like you're dipping down, like in here, you're probably tired. So you gotta like really protract, nice and strong, right? And focusing primarily on that angle, right? So again, handstand push-ups on the wall are like, they're godsend because you can literally do without the wall. But if you can't do the actual move, then you're not actually working it out. So you have to do it on the wall if you can, or do it on something that you can put your feet on, right? Like this, right? Again, elevated, boom, and you can practice these, right? But I would highly recommend working on your handstands and your pike push-ups, because if you do that, you'll start floating, right? I'm here, going up, and then literally as I get my legs up from this, I'll start to float, right? And as I'm floating, I lift the other leg. And then now I can go like push up, and I can come back up, right? So there's a million ways, probably more than a million, to do a lot of these moves. I'm so sorry, I'm so tired. So yeah, you get the idea. So yeah, we're gonna go through a lot of these. Like we didn't even talk about like front levers and stuff, right? So yeah, I like a lot of these guys. They're all so good at what they do. As you can see, he's doing pulls. He's doing, that's a press, right? Planche press. I save a lot of these because a lot of them have really good progressions. As you can see, like right there, look. Whoa, he went from 90-degree hold to a full planche. But I'm telling you, once we get these skills, guys, then we can get the real workouts done, right? But basically, he's saying that if you're not actually putting yourself in these positions, you're not actually working them out, Ankit, right? So if you're not actually putting yourself in the tuck planche or any of these positions, it's not going to make you stronger. So you have to do beginner versions, like you said, 90-degree hold straddle, 90-degree hold half lay, until it's like easy for you, like 5-10 seconds, and then you can move on to the harder one, right? So that's all I'm going to say is like focus primarily on getting the basics done. Get the regression, and then you'll move on, right? Do the pike push-up, then do the elevated. Don't do it, flipped. Don't do the handstand push-ups on the wall if you can't even, hold a proper protraction, or if it hurts your back or you feel like you're dipping in. Work on those basics. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. There's a bunch of these really cool videos that I want to go over. And like this position right here is a shoulder stand, right? And this is what everyone should be working on when they first start, if they want to learn 90-degree holds, right? This, unfortunately, is why most people fall over in a handstand. It's because they're dipped here. See, he's not protracted. But he can probably still push from here, right? He's so strong. So yeah, anyways, I'm tired. We didn't even do a workout. I held static positions for like, 5 seconds each. So yeah, once you guys get good enough, you will be able to do all these moves, and they will become the workout. Like not even a little bit. It's a lot of it. Oh, what were we gonna say, Nick? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Ankit. Nicely explained, bro. Thanks for the tips. I am positive to unlock transition soon. No, you're guaranteed. You know why you're guaranteed, Ankit, to get the skill? You're guaranteed because you're putting in the work right now. The only thing guaranteed not to get you the skill is quitting and stopping, like right now or tomorrow. Right? Again, I'm not the best, but I've learned so many tricks and skills. I can guarantee you guys you will learn skills if you just stick with it. I've learned every flip on the book, from parkour, free running, tricking, breakdancing, gymnastics. I've learned a lot of martial arts. I've learned a lot of sports. I've learned a lot of things like, gaming, AI, business, you name it. They're all the same. It's just skill acquisition. You're just trying to get better every rep in everything. And the moment you quit is the moment you can't rep anymore, right? You quit, you're done. You're not going to get better. Maybe, if you're taking a little break, but my last thing with you guys is, if you were to do a handstand and you fall down, right? How long are you going to get back up? So if I were to push you guys over right now, how long would you take to get back up? The average person would get up right away, sure. But in a context of, in real life, when you're pushed down and things are going wrong, it takes you a long time to get back up. Like you get pushed down, you're like, oh, oh man, I fell down. Oh, are you gonna stand up? No, man, I fell down, it hurts. Oh man. And then you stay down here, right? And you're like, man, what should I do to get better? I could do more handstands, but no. I'm thinking maybe I could do more of that other thing. No, I can do, see, like, how long is it taking me to get up? Like, now I'm waiting for you guys for an answer. I'm taking even longer. Imagine if I just got back up and I tried again. Oh, I fell. Oh, try again. Oh, I fell. Oh, easy. Right? So what I'm trying to get at is the reason why we suck. No, I'm not mocking you, Nick. The reason why we suck, you're funny, is because we're not getting better tomorrow, right? We all suck right now at everything. Name one thing you guys are good at. And then name like a million other things that you're good at, because you probably are good at maybe like 2 or 3 or 5, right? But there's a million other things you could be good at, and I can guarantee you suck at them right now. So please don't ever give up. If you're going to start something, continue forever, unless it's bad for you, right? Like drugs or alcohol or relationships that are not good, right? But for the most part, you guys are doing great. Thanks for showing up. It's a little overtime. We filmed for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So thanks for watching. And I'm going to stop the stream. Thanks, Ankit. We do have the school. I think, was it you that joined, Ankit? Or was it, who was it? Oh, man. Oh, Mohan. Mohan joined. Yeah, Ankit, we have the school group, Better Every Rep. We do the lives here. You can chat with us directly in the school group, like we are. We're all chatting together. But if you want to just, message on the live stream, that's totally fine. Again, the more the merrier, because we're trying to get like 50 people in here doing, push-ups and handstands together as if we're at the park or at the beach, right? That's really the goal. So yeah, again, I can talk for ages. I'm so sorry, guys. That's my stream. I'm gonna talk, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, at the end of the day, thank you all for your time, and let's get better every rep, right? Oh, tired.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Let's finish this up with the longest handstand. Ready, set. All right, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I don't know what happens like at that point. Like I feel good, and then I start to give up on my shoulders. 26, 27, 28. It's right there. So I think right there I'm supposed to bend to prevent myself from falling, but my arms are cooked, so I can't bend and prevent myself from falling. Okay, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, so I think I'm tired. Make sure you guys work every single night. So yeah, have a good night. And yeah, handstands. Let's try to go for the 100 tomorrow. You think we can do 100 tomorrow? Yeah.
100 handstands?
Oh my god, 100 reps of handstands.
100 handstands.
No, 100 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, try to go for the 100. I think like we should go for 3 sets. Nick, you couldn't do the 2 sets. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, 2 sets of 100 seconds. Max holds, right? And then if you fail, you just continue from your number you failed at. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Have a good night, and